Good evening, everyone. I'd like to call this regular meeting, September 5th, regular meeting of the Zion City Council to order. Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Commissioner Frierson?
Here.
Commissioner McDowell?
Here.
Commissioner Holmes? Here. Commissioner Fisher?
Here.
Mayor McKinney?
Here. Item number 3, Pledge of Allegiance. Mr. Bremner, would you lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance, please?
Please join me in pledging allegiance to our flag.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, sir.
All right. Leading us in prayer this evening is Pastor Chance Bringman from Christ Community Church.
Oh, hey, yeah.
That'd be nice. Trinity Christian Center.
It's one church.
We'll take them. We'll take them.
Yeah.
You just got traded.
That'll happen, I think, from time to time. Just wanted to take a minute and just say what an honor and how awesome it was to see the parade this weekend. It really, I think it brought joy to the people. I thought it was awesome. As I was praying for this meeting today, specifically this morning, it struck me that we always start with a call to order. And so as we pray today, I just pray that God, we would just stay in order. That we would keep you first, God. That you would be the center of all the things that we do. I do want to take a moment this afternoon, Lord, and just pray for our armed services. Pray for our public servants who, without the service that they've done, God, we couldn't have these meetings. We couldn't have the freedom to pray like this. We couldn't have the freedom to meet like this, Lord. I even want to take a moment, Lord, to pray for the men and women who don't wear a uniform, but they go out of their way to serve people in their community, and care for and love the people in their community, Lord. I pray, God, that this meeting would honor you, that you would be heard, and that the people would receive your grace and mercy. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. A chance, Pastor Bringman, that trade is based on approval that you pass a physical first. One of the conditions.
We might be in trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
All right. Item number 4, are there any agenda changes by any of the commissioners? If not, is there a motion to accept the agenda as presented? So moved. So moved by McDowell. Second. Second by Frierson. Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Commissioner Frierson?
Aye.
Commissioner McDowell?
Aye.
Commissioner Holmes? Aye. Commissioner Fisher?
Aye.
Mayor McKinney?
Aye. Motion carries 5-0. Item number 5, citizens' comments. Mary Lou Hildebrand.
Good evening, Mr. Mayor and Commissioners. During the month of August, your ESDA volunteers gave 200 hours of service for a value to the city of $5,990. We assisted the police department with traffic control for the flooding at the viaduct and provided road closure equipment for 3 block parties. We assisted the park district with perimeter control and safety for the fireworks. We performed the monthly siren test and provided cones for the recycle event. We did traffic control for the monthly food pantry, participated in honor flight, and held our monthly meeting as well as duty times for maintenance of our vehicles and the ESDA Center. If you're interested in being a positive influence in our city, go to www.cityofzion.com and from the drop-down menu, click apply. We are always interested in new members. Thank you for your continued support.
And thank you for your continued work. The work at the parade this past weekend and the other events was great. Mary Lou, I was walking like that earlier this week, and our city clerk suggested I get one of those, what was it?
Scooter.
One of those scooters that you could put your leg up.
Yeah, but then your other one still hurts.
It's being delivered tomorrow, Cheryl. So.
If I could make a comment about the parade. We followed the end of it to provide back safety. So I just hopped out the window and asked some of the kids. A lot of the girls, their favorite part was the princess. The horses were a big hit with everybody, but I think overall the favorite was whatever group was that had the thing was spraying with water. They all love that park.
Duly noted. All the council members next parade will bring water pistols. All right. Raymond Gilmore.
Okay, I'm here again about the street light. We still don't have a street light, for some reason. And, the old street light got wrecked and beat up and torn down. Came to Mr. Turner here. A couple of days ago, we straightened up that island, trimmed the hedges, cut the old beat up tree down, because it, was looking bad. We got rid of that. But, is the city going to be, that's city property, is the city going to be taking care of that island? Or should we continue to do stuff like that? The weeds grow high, traffic becomes a traffic problem. Okay, and also, we need a no outlet sign, with a sign that says Cypress Park Drive, Cypress Drive. We need a no outlet sign up there, because we get people coming in there, drive all the way down, trying to get out, and next thing you know, they're driving 60 miles an hour to get out, because, they lost. Okay? And, we want to know if you can remove that item that's there in the middle. It's impossible. So we ask, And also, the light that's there, that's supposed to be there, that was there, we want to know if you can move it over to the side instead of putting it back in the middle. Like I say, that's 3 times you've been knocked over. One by the city, so it's 3 times. You ready? There's a couple other things I want to bring up. The guy didn't have to show up there, so that's it.
Okay.
I got any questions for me?
No, we usually during city comments, we don't respond to questions or make commentary. Usually we'll do that during departmental commentary.
Do you know anything about a guy who wants to come in our neighborhood and build an office building?
Haven't heard anything about that.
Okay, then.
All right, thank you.
All right.
Item number 6, consent agenda.
Approval of minutes of a regular meeting held on August 15th, 2023 at 7 p.m.
Is there a motion to approve the minutes?
Make the motion?
Motion by Holmes,
Second.
second by McDowell. Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Commissioner Fryerson?
Aye.
Commissioner McDowell?
Aye.
Commissioner Holmes?
Aye.
Commissioner Fisher?
Aye.
Mayor McKinney?
Aye, motion carries 5-0.
Bills, vouchers 144008 through 144126, drawn on Huntington National Bank, total $415,064.44.
Is there a motion to approve the bills?
I'll move to approve the bills.
Motion by Fisher,
Second.
second by McDowell. Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Commissioner Fryerson?
Aye.
Commissioner McDowell?
Aye.
Commissioner Holmes?
Aye.
Commissioner Fisher?
Aye.
Mayor McKinney?
Aye, motion carries 5-0. Item number 7, consider passing ordinances as follows. 7A, regarding the disposition of property in the Public Works Department per Director Roberts.
Thank you, sir. Attached is a list of the public works vehicles and equipment that Fleet Maintenance Department has inspected and deemed them to be too costly to repair or no longer safe for operation. Staff requests and recommends that the list of vehicles and equipment listed be declared surplus and scheduled to be auctioned. All vehicles and equipment are to be sold as is, and the minimum bid prices will be determined by the staff and the city administrator.
All right, is there a motion?
Make the motion?
Motion by Holmes,
Second.
second by McDowell. Questions or comments? Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Commissioner Fryerson?
Aye.
Commissioner McDowell?
Aye.
Commissioner Holmes?
Aye.
Commissioner Fisher?
Aye.
Mayor McKinney?
Aye, motion carries 5-0. Item number 7B, authorizing and approving an agreement with Bryce LLC to provide a fire compliant solution to the city of Zion per Chief Street.
Good evening, Mayor and Commissioners. Attached in your packet is a service agreement proposal and an executive summary for Brycer The compliance engine. Brycer is a Chicago area company with a nationwide presence and assists with ensuring fire protection compliance by our local properties of fire and sprinkler systems. The brief background as to why this is important. Occasionally, through no fault of our own, fire alarm and our sprinkler system connections and annual maintenance is missed or disconnected without our knowledge. Brycer is a third-party compliance company that takes responsibility for working with fire alarm and sprinkler vendors and collects the annual inspection and testing data on our behalf. This not only enhances the confirmation of compliance of these important safety mandates, but it has also shown to decrease false alarms due to ensuring that the ongoing and necessary maintenance of these systems is completed annually. There's no cost to the city for this. Brycer collects a small administrative fee directly from the vendor for supplying that annual information. The executive summary in your packet explains some of the details much better than I can in this short memo. But please know that numerous municipalities nationwide, large and small, have been using this service for years and have nothing but good things to say about the company and the service they provide. I suggest and request approval of this agreement.
All right, is there a motion to approve the agreement with Bryce LLC?
I'll make the motion.
Motion by McDowell,
Second.
second by Frierson. Any questions or comments?
Yes, I do have a couple of questions. What's the current process for monitoring the sprinkler and alarm systems within the municipality? And ballpark, how many systems do we have to check?
So the current process, there isn't really a process.
Okay.
So our battalion chiefs split all of the businesses in the city about 4 ways. There's 4 battalion chiefs. So they do the annual safety inspection in each business each year. That's kind of a quick inspection to make sure there's nothing major going on. They also do check to make sure the sprinkler, if there's a sprinkler system or an alarm system, that it's active and working. But it's up to the contractor to send us the inspection report every year. And we get most of them, but we also, we don't have the staff or the wherewithal to know that A, B, C, all the way through Z business in town has submitted that paperwork every year for the annual inspection. So that's where a company like this comes in and does that for us. And like I said in some of my supportive documents, my colleagues around Waukegan and Lakeville are a couple of good examples. They rave about the service that they provide in ensuring that safety stuff is done. As to how many, that's another difficult question too. We have a database of all of our businesses in town, some with alarms, some with sprinklers, some with both, some with not. So I can't give you an exact number off the top of my head, how many that is. Dozens at minimum, but more than that. So that's the quick answer of how we go year to year, but sometimes things do fall through the cracks and we just don't know. There was a business that let their alarm lapse just last month, and we didn't know that until the alarm company said, hey, we hadn't been paid, so we shut them off until so we got that notice. But it had already been a few weeks since they had turned that alarm off. So a company like Brycer will fix those cracks that the things fall through, and we'll know things a lot sooner.
So essentially, they've found a niche market to basically cover administrative work that nobody really wants to handle.
Absolutely, and you might have seen on that list, Los Angeles, Chicago, on down to small places like Lakeville and Zion use this service to enhance the safety measures in the city.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
All right.
Question. So Chief Streets, so from an operational standpoint, is that existing process still going to happen, and then Brycer is just filling in the gap? Is that
Yeah, we are
correct?
still responsibility for enforcement and inspections. Brycer just collects that data on the specialized systems that are in these businesses and provides it to us. We have an electronic dashboard that we view compliance for, like I say, business A, B, and C, all the way to Z. We'll be able to see those businesses on an online dashboard, see that they're compliant or not, and be able to follow up on our own on that. But we're still responsible for enforcement.
And will we be supplying them that list of businesses, or will they take accountability for some of that on their through their process?
A little bit of both, but yes, the next month is going to be the the upload of information to Brycer. Both of what we have, I'll be talking to Director Ianson also about some of the apartment buildings that have systems that will need to upload into the system. So that's what they say. It's about 4 to 5 weeks to get all of our information into their system. And they even say they take a Google map view of our city just to make sure things don't fall through the cracks that maybe we didn't even have on our database as well. So if there's a newer business that somehow we didn't have in our database, they're going to be able to identify that on the map, ask me, say, hey, what about Joe's business over on 27th Street? You don't have that in your database, but it shows up on Google Maps, and then we'll just say, oh, you know what, that is an operating business. We need to make sure that one's on your database. So there's lots of different mechanics over this next month that are going to get this process going.
Thank you.
All right, any additional questions? Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Commissioner Fryerson?
Aye.
Commissioner McDowell?
Aye.
Commissioner Holmes?
Aye.
Commissioner Fisher?
Aye.
Mayor McKinney?
Aye, motion carries 5-0. Item number 8, discussion, authorization, approval, 8A, tabulation of bids, water distribution system leak detection survey by Director Roberts.
Thank you, sir. Attached, you will find the bid results for the water distribution system leak detection survey held on August 15th. Staff requests and recommends awarding this project to the lowest responsible bidder, the Kim and Creed Inc., in the amount of $33,816.90. Funding for this project is a budgeted item within the fiscal year 24 water fund. Copies of the bid tab will be posted on the city website.
All right, is there a motion?
So moved.
Motion by Holmes,
Second.
second by Fisher and McDowell, with a close echo. Any questions or comments?
The leak detection, so what's our current loss rate? Do we know?
Still sitting at 20%.
That's, yeah. So,
It's been kind of steady. I know I've had discussions with you, sir, on this before.
Yeah.
When you were the commissioner for the last 30 years, it's been kind of bouncing between 18 and 20%. So within that, we were supposed to be down, through IDNR's requirements, we were supposed to be down around 10 to 12%. One of the things we have to do, since we're above that, every 2 years, is a leak detection survey. We did one in 2019, 2020. Not a lot was found, but we repaired what was found. So
are you still considering putting in additional metering to try to reconcile between us and the water district?
yes, sir.
Okay.
Superintendent Victor Ransom, he's our water supervisor also. He carries the Class B license. We've been sitting down looking at maps and at our heavy users and at certain points within the city where we feel we'd like to set some meters. So our next step is for me to write that up and then we'll go out and see kind of numbers we're going to get cost basis for that.
Okay.
There are companies out there that do that service also. I did talk to a couple of them briefly. I was a little shocked with the cost. So we're kind of looking at a different route along with it.
Okay.
So, or maybe a combination of the two, I'm not sure.
Okay, thanks.
Director Roberts, with the detection survey, the normal range for losing water is in a city is about what? You said it was between 10 and 12%?
IDNR, who oversees, along with IEPA, water distribution system. They are, because we're pulling from the lake, we permit from that, the amount of water we pull, and then treat and distribute. So their requirement is 10%. I don't know of a municipality that has RA to it that has reached this number yet. All of us are right around 15 to 20. I can tell you, Lake County Water District treats our water system. Zion does not treat it. They treat it, they pump it out of the lake, treat it, and then distribute through our lines. They also go through our lines to Winthrop Harbor. Winthrop Harbor, when I talked to their co-works director, they're reporting right around 29 to 30% flood.
Wow. And does this contribute to the main breaks that
Yes.
occur in the city?
I do a formula every time we have a main break, and I put that ballpark number in there as a loss, but not contributed to our unknown loss. When I talk about the 20%, that's an unknown loss, where that was.
Okay. All right. We have a first and a second. Any additional questions? Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Commissioner Fryerson?
Aye.
Commissioner McDowell?
Aye.
Commissioner Holmes?
Aye.
Commissioner Fisher?
Aye.
Mayor McKinney?
Aye, motion carries 5-0. Item number 8B, tabulation of bids, 2023 water main replacement project per Director Roberts.
Thank you, sir. A bid opening was held 2023 for the 2023 water main replacement project was held on August 8th. The city received 5 bids consisting of a base bid and 4 alternate bids. The lowest base bid was in the amount of $1,418,744.62. The lowest base bid is $232,627 over the approved fiscal year 24 budgeted amount. Due to the increase in base bid, staff request and recommend rejecting all bids, restructuring the project, and re-advertising this project.
All right, do we have a motion to reject all bids and restructure the project and re-advertise?
I'll make that motion.
Motion by Holmes,
Second.
second by Fisher. Any questions or comments?
How soon do you go out and back out to bid?
That can be a decision as far as how we decide we're gonna do this. That's why I was talking about restructure. So we're gonna not just restructure the actual portions of the project we wanna do, also the timeframe. We are thinking of maybe extending that out, not starting construction until April 24th, and then combine the fiscal year 24 and fiscal year 25 funding for this project to be able to increase the size of the project.
All right, any other questions? All right, Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Commissioner Fryerson?
Aye.
Commissioner McDowell?
Aye.
Commissioner Holmes?
Aye.
Commissioner Fisher?
Aye.
Mayor McKinney?
Aye, motion carries 5-0. Item number 9, departmental commentary. Director Ianson. All right, Director Roberts.
Your eyes go Thanks, sir. The city crews right now, I don't know if people have seen them, they've been steadily working on the alleys. We're hoping to get all the alleys completed, patching wise, by the end of November. If you have concerns within your alley, please call the Public Works main desk, and we'll get that put on the list to get taken a look at.
And that's all the alleys throughout the city?
Throughout the city. We've been working on it for about a month now, but there's some heavy hitters out there.
Oh, yeah, okay. Well, thank you for that. I know a lot of our residents will be very happy to hear that.
And then also, Mr. Duke, if you want, we can talk about the questions after. We can talk about the questions after the meeting.
All right. Thank you, Director Roberts. Chief Street.
Well, good evening again, Mayor and Commissioners. Just a couple quick things. One is another public thank you to Mary Lou and her ESDA group. She read that letter really fast, I know at the beginning, but that was a lot of things that she rattled off that they help with on a monthly basis, and we appreciate that. And every one of them is volunteering their time for it. So thank you, Mary Lou, and everybody else who helps the city out with all of those different areas. The second thing is just we're getting closer to October, which is Fire Prevention Month, and we'll be by the next meeting coming up with the date for a Saturday open house for our department, and we'll we'll give the details of that and some of the activities that we'll put on that day. It'll probably be one of the first Saturdays in October, but we'll have a date for you by the next meeting.
All right. Chief Barton, thank you, Chief Street.
Good evening, Mayor and Commissioners. I will echo the sentiment for our ESER group. What Chief Street didn't say about some of these things that they've been helping us with is that we have been getting very short notice on some of these parties, and thank you to your team for quick activation. I know it's really tough, and people don't seem to understand why when we deny a request for a party with 1 day notice. There's a lot that goes into that. Mary Lou and her team have been very integral in helping us with those things. So thank you again, very appreciative. Well, it looks like we're about through the heat. I just want to make it aware that the police department is a cooling center if needed for anyone. I think it looks like we're about done with that, and unfortunately, we're going to start talking about cold here soon, which is
Yeah.
some like it, but better.
Pick your poison.
Yeah, we'll
Take
see.
the-
Some like it better, we'll see. But just as a reminder, keep an eye on your neighbors, talk with them, communicate, and if needed, please let us know. We will get somebody warmed up.
Yeah, Chief, I also noticed that, I think last week during one of the heat waves, the police department posted something about how to deal with heat, the symptoms, and what to do if you should experience any problems with the heat. I reposted that on my page, but that is a good reminder. A lot of comments received from that on people that might not know what to do if they experience any symptoms related to heat stroke or otherwise.
Yeah. Yep. It's dangerous. It can sneak up on you, so we try to be out there on that.
Stay hydrated.
Stay hydrated.
Yes. All right, Commissioner McDowell.
Yeah, Mayor, I just wanted to comment on our Labor Day activities, and it's great to have all of those activities back into place. I thought the parade was great. No incidents that I know of that happened after the parade or during the parade. Thank you for your comments at the Mayor's Prayer Breakfast. I thought that went very well. And I would also like just to suggest that we have a public holiday called the day after Labor Day, where everybody actually gets to rest from their labors.
I think our employees would appreciate that because it's a lot of work during the weekend. I know our Economic Development Director, Sonalito Bronson, who is also on the Special Events Committee, took the day. It's very taxing to put all that stuff in place. You know, people think when there's a breakfast, like we had the Mayor's Prayer Breakfast and we had a parade, there's so many months of work and details that go into that with our first responders being ready, water, trash pickup with our ESDR crew. So it's a lot of work. So I don't think you'd have any pushback on that one.
Add a hot tub and massages and that's great.
Sounds good. Commissioner Frierson.
Just one small thing to add to the special events that are going on. So before the cold sets in, we are doing a movie in the park for the rest of this month. So Friday at dusk at the band shell, just family fun night. Come out and get some free popcorn and enjoy a movie with the kids.
And what's the next movie in the park on Friday?
The next one is going to be Turning Red.
All right. I have a little trouble with that one.
Well, you could come. We have Robert Breaks the Internet and then a Marvel classic. So
Oh, I like the Marvel Classic. Okay. All right. Literally, Turning Red.
check us out.
Okay. Commissioner Holmes.
I just want to echo the comment about Labor Day. It was great to see the many faces, particularly in the parade. So many people were glad to see it was happening again. And it's once again an honor for me to even be in it. So.
You all right? Commissioner Fisher.
I would just say, just on the general theme about the parade, I think this summer, we have managed to bring back a lot of public events. I mean, 4th of July did get delayed, but we did have it. The Zinnia and Monarch Festival went off without any incidents that I'm aware of, and we had Nostalgia Days. That was great. So I think we're building back the kind of civic public events that a lot of people desire and people want to come and see. So, you know, and there's things coming up, you know, Dungeon of Doom is getting ready to put their signs out to have their season. So, you know, more things are coming, so. And then we got Christmas before you know it. So, we'll be waiting for Santa to
I did
arrive.
notice Mary Lou's shirt there.
So I think we're in a turnaround year. I think it's really good.
Yeah, it's been really good, and one of the things that we've also been looking at too, for those that are here and those that might be watching, is we're looking to bring back the carnival, which was a huge hit in the city. There were some concerns about it from a safety issue. I had a chance to talk, just to run it up the flagpole with Chief Barton and the Park District, and now we're looking at some point next year of bringing the carnival back, which was a huge event here in the city of Zion for so many years. So look for us to continue to provide a lot of activities to keep our residents involved with the community. I would just like to say my comments, I'll try to be really brief, but I want to echo these comments as I do from time to time about the things that I'm thankful about. And I talked about this at the prayers breakfast. I made a comment that I'm very thankful for the people I work with, the commissioners. I appreciate your thought process when there are items that we need to look at that are probably different from the perspective I'm looking at it. I can't tell you how that invaluable that having that input is to help make our city and government run much better. So thank all of you for your efforts and everything that you do in the community. Our department heads and the employees that work here, the successes that we've had in the last 4 years, I think sometimes we downplay them. When you look at what we've managed to do with the businesses that are coming in, Popeyes is going to be opening soon. Real Wheels opened their company headquarters here, and we're going to have a ribbon cutting ceremony. There's just been so many great things that are happening. The Siege Act that our staff worked out so hard to bring money in for being a spent fuel rod storage facility. But I am proud to be the mayor of this city. I'm proud of the accomplishments that we made, and I'm proud of the thought process that we all have, the conversations that we have each and every day about what we can do to improve our city. I thank Mr. Gilmore. I thank you for coming to our city council meetings, or for anybody that reaches out to us and talks to us about things that they'd like to see changed in the city or want to understand better how they function. We each receive calls per day about those kind of things, and our positions, we're members of this community too. We want our community to be healthy in so many different respects, but we also need the input from our residents. And when we get that, we don't take it lightly. We listen to it and we try to, can't please everybody, but we really work really hard to try to improve the operations and our communications with our residents. So thank you for attending the meetings. Thank you for your comments, your emails that you send to all of us. Because in order for our city to become the city that we want it to be, we all have to contribute. So again, to the employees of the city of Zion, our department heads, I just can't thank you enough for the commitment, dedication, and the excellence you've shown over the last 4.5 years since I've been the mayor. Thank you very much. And with that, we'll move to item 10, the announcements. On September 19th at 6 p.m., we have a Zion Township Board meeting. And at 7 p.m., September 19th, we have a Zion City Council meeting. October 3rd, getting ready for Fire Prevention Month, at 7 p.m., there is a Zion City Council meeting. Item number 11, is there a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Frierson, second by Holland. Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Commissioner Fryerson?
Aye.
Commissioner McDowell?
Aye.
Commissioner Holmes? Commissioner Fisher?
Aye.
Mayor King.
Aye, motion carries 5-0. Thank everybody for coming. Drive safely, and we hope to see you at our next city council meeting.